Hey everyone.
Welcome everyone. How are you feeling? How's your days been?
Pretty good.
Yeah, not too bad.
Spent most of it with you, to be fair, so pretty rubbish then, I guess.
Got that. So girls, World Cup. How are we all feeling? Going to World Cup, England. How are we feeling? Excited?
Yeah, really excited.
I feel like it's been obviously like we've had quite a long pre-season, but I feel like we're finally there now, kind of thing. How did we all find pre-season?
For me and Fran are probably the worst people to ask.
Yeah.
It's been a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Do you know, like from a serious point of view, it's been really good to have like a decent block of time with the girls, with the squad, going through how we want to play, just working on rugby.
Yeah.
I always think if pre-season's not hard, you're not doing it right.
That is
It's
so true.
meant to be hard.
That's so true.
So I think it definitely will hopefully pay dividends later on in the World Cup for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, like some of us have been to, the three of us obviously been to a World Cup before in New Zealand, but this will be your first World Cup, so how do you feel about that?
Definitely excited. I think it is like a milestone in someone's rugby career to make a World Cup. And as much as it would have been fun for it to be elsewhere in the world, like New Zealand last time,
Yeah.
I think like it being pretty much like a home World Cup for us, like it's in our back garden, can't really complain that like family can all come and friends, and just makes it so much easier and just more accessible to everyone, and such a big game in England as well, so good crowds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Very,
it's
very true.
very exciting.
Yeah.
Very fun. And what about like, obviously we were at World Cup in New Zealand, just like drawing a bit of that, like how, I suppose, did we find that? How was the experience? The build up to that, obviously the first World Cup in 12 years for Scotland women, so like, how did you guys find that experience?
Yeah, I think last World Cup was very different in terms of first World Cup we've been to in 12 years. There was a lot of different emotions, excitement, even just going there and having to compete on the world stage back to back for 3 weeks, I think will actually do us has done us a world of good coming into this World Cup. I think there's a large group of us that know what to expect, have that experience to draw upon, and yeah, I think it's going to be really exciting. And as Franny said, like it's in our back garden. Hopefully we'll have decent crowds, and the game in England is growing and growing, and we've got a big following, so I think it'll be really exciting.
Yeah, I think I agree, like you say, like in terms of that, I think last time it was this, obviously our World Cup's absolutely massive, but now we've kind of experienced that quite a large portion of our squad. I think it maybe takes away some of those nerves, like it's still obviously really exciting, but I think in terms of a performance aspect, you know, we all know what we're going into. We've all kind of faced that before. So I think that's really good in terms of, you know, our squad in the position to go into another World Cup.
I also think the last time we had such highs and lows of like qualifying, and there's so many hurdles and hoops we have to jump through in order to get there, that like even qualifying felt like such a relief. Whereas I feel like now, because we've had the time that we know that we're qualified, we know we're going, that is like the main focus rather than getting there. The main focus is performing there and like kind of getting the furthest that we can and achieving the best that we can.
Yeah, 100%. And we really did go through a lot of hoops, didn't we?
A lot of hoops. It was a lot.
Dubai.
Yeah, Dubai was
Getting locked in the hotel.
You had quite a Dubai experience, didn't you?
Patient zero, yeah. Actually got through the whole of COVID without getting COVID until we flew to Dubai. Me and one other tested positive, and therefore ended up spending 10 days in my hotel room.
Do you know what did you have to do? You ran in your room, didn't you?
Okay, so I had literally just come back from a syndesmosis op, and it was going to be touch and go whether I was going to make the game, but we were getting there, so I needed to keep loading up in the hope that I was going to get out of my room earlier than I actually did. So we just needed to get some good stimulus from like landing. We needed load to be kept up, so some 5Ks in like a 10-metre shuttle that were completed. You got to do what you got to do.
I would say that you got to do what you got to do, but you are a rare breed of the 1%.
Yeah.
Do you want to share actually a little bit about the mouthwash and the COVID?
I think that is best left unsaid.
My favourite part of that was that we would do these circuits like on Zoom to try and keep up like some sort of stimulus.
Like contact loading.
I'd be contact loading, so you'd be tackling like the cushion of your pillow, like on the chair, or you tackle your partner or your roommate onto the bed, or it was like doing jumping jacks, and all you'd hear was the stomping coming from all the floors because everyone was jumping up and down. It was like boom, boom. The whole floor
And
was
you
like
couldn't
shaking.
open the window either, so it was like
No,
you'd be
yeah.
doing this sweaty workout in your room, and then you just like you had to chuck the AC on and just try and like make the room a bit colder.
Oh, it was very strange, wasn't it?
What a time! But look at us now, girls.
I know.
No qualification process needed. We're in. Our times have changed.
I know.
Bye. Yeah. How are we feeling about the World Cup kit? It's obviously quite cool that it's the first time that we've ever had kind of our own bespoke kit, I suppose, going into a World Cup. Do we like it?
Yeah, I think the return of the little touch of tartan for our World Cup is special. And it being a bespoke kit is really cool. It just shows the growth of our game, which is class.
I love, like, remember a few years ago we had tartan, like, it was like a blue strip and it was like quite greeny tartan, like down the sides.
Yeah, I remember that. That was
kit.
nice.
So like same, I'm really happy with the return of the tartan. So obviously we've had a couple games against Italy and Ireland. Maybe not the results we wanted, but I think we can all agree that there's some really good learnings, and actually we've showed some really good rugby in that. How's that kind of couple of weeks been for everyone?
So I'm going to fire this question back at you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Given that you've played quite a lot of minutes in both of them, how have you felt?
I think it was good that we could still take positives from both. Like obviously we would have liked to win the games, but I don't think it was a loss. Like I think in terms of still trying things, you know, we're going to a World Cup, being brave with that, and I think we've gained a lot of what we wanted to kind of from those games. Trying some different combinations, trying some different stuff, and I think also like our defence has been a big pillar of our game for a very long time, and I do think we did show up a lot in that area. Obviously there's things that can be better, but yeah, I think generally we took a lot of positive from those two matches, especially away from home. I think that was good for us going into obviously a World Cup that's not quite at home, but yeah, no, I think it was positive, and I think it's been good to spend some time with each other as well.
I think what you said about being brave, I think those are the games where you can be brave. Like there's no championship on the line. It is just an opportunity to try new things without sort of consequence in terms of like a trophy or in terms of like a pool stage or whatever. And I think we definitely did that. I think that was something that I think it's not a loss if you take learnings from it and then you learn and then you implement it into the next games for sure. So I think you're right. There's definitely a lot of things we can take away from those two games.
Absolutely. Going a little bit more familiar here, roomie wise, talk to me. Who's your roomies? Who's your preferred roomies? Let's maybe get some gossip about who's a bad roomie.
This is going round.
It's just the snorers that are hard
Bless
to
them. I feel
handle.
so
It's a
bad
growing
for them.
breed though. I
Is
think
it?
a lot of people
Oh,
are snorers. I've heard.
What, from other rooms or?
Well, not that loud. No, I've heard there are just a few snorers, but like some people aren't fussed by it.
Have you got any techniques to, you know, if someone's snoring, what do you do to combat it? Like I know that you've got a couple of techniques
Well, I
that
actually
you
once
use.
heard from somebody in the squad. I won't name them, but somebody had a snorer in their room, and they were basically getting so annoyed by it that they took their big Yeti and donged it off the wall.
No.
Yeah, and then they basically like donged it, and then were like, obviously the other person woke up, but they were just pretending.
It was just like
something had
Who
happened.
was that? Spill. Who was that? You know.
No, I do know.
Can
who
you
it was.
whisper it so they don't know?
Well, the microphone's there. I think it's Eliad. It was Eliad.
What, dogged it?
Yeah, I think
I don't know who
donged it.
roomie it was.
I actually can't. No, I actually don't know.
Who's usually?
Anyway, I think I have now used that.
Have you?
I think
I think a few
used
people
it.
have used that thing.
I've used
You've
that
also
method.
used another technique. Rachel was rooming and went to the bathroom as her roommate was snoring, kicked the bed all the way to the bathroom. Roommate was awake, saw the whole thing, and was like, "Did you just kick my bed?" You're like,
No, it was in the morning.
Was it in the morning? Was it in the morning?
In the morning, she was like, I was like, yeah, sorry, I think I bumped into your bed last night.
Was that Emma Wassell?
That will remain a mystery.
I think I know.
It
who
was a
probably
forward.
That was incredible. It was incredible. It was
But,
incredible.
I think I just woke up and was like,
angry.
But they really weren't a snore, so it was like a one-off.
One-off.
I was like, sorry, bumped into your bed last night. And they're like, yeah, like I did wake up and was like, I was kind of awake when you did it. And I was like, but we were good enough friends that I did own up that I kicked it.
Yeah, fair.
Fair enough.
It didn't happen again. To be
No.
fair to them. But I mean, that is if you ever have a snore, it does work.
There are some good techniques.
See, Chloe Rowley, she's a sleep talker.
Oh, is she?
Crazy. The stuff that she comes out with.
Really?
She fell asleep before me the other night, and so she has the cutest wee dogs. And obviously we've got Nellie in our team, and we've got Nellie. She's got Nellie the dog as well. And sometimes you don't know who she's talking to, Nellie, her teammate, or the dog. But managed to decipher that she was in her sleep, whistling to her dog and patting the bed. She was like, Nellie,
No.
Nellie,
No.
get your ball.
Oh,
Where's your ball? Come here.
it'd be
Nellie."
funnier if it was about Nellie's
To be
teammates.
fair,
No, I know.
That's
what I was thinking.
She's got an app. I think I've
She does.
listened to them before.
Records
They're
it,
so
yeah.
funny.
I know. When we were rooming in Italy as well, and we listened back to it in the morning as well. But it's scary when she's like, "Watch your back, watch your back." And I'm still awake about this. Expecting her
the wooden
to be
board
back.
behind you.
Someone's like yielding a knife behind you, and you're like,
She's like, "Get away from the edge." I'm like,
Who's at the edge? That's
and better
hilarious.
times as well. Like you couldn't get further away from the edge of the bed. I was like, I don't know which edge you're talking about.
Who's your usual roommate? Who's your
I have a couple of favourite roommates.
go on.
go on.
Franny's actually one of them. She's a recent,
Yeah.
We were recent
revelation.
additions, yeah.
Mhm.
to
And it was
roommates.
a really perfect combination.
brilliant.
Well,
Very
Franny
funny.
might say differently, but Six Nations. It was England week. We were roommates,
Yeah.
and it was really fun.
It was
That's
really
nice.
good.
Well, we were usually
We
roommates,
are
aren't
usually
we?
roommates.
But we actually aren't hugely compatible in
We
terms
shouldn't
of.
be.
I don't.
Temperature.
No, the temperature thing.
Huge.
No,
Yeah.
I
Do you
just.
have a roomie that likes a
Hot
hot,
room.
Hell.
It's
Who likes
it's
a hot room?
tundra.
Do you like a hot
You
room?
know. No,
No,
she likes a hot
cold.
room.
You know,
I
hold up,
love.
hold up,
I
guys.
want an icicle.
I like.
I want an
a
icicle
normal-
dripping from the door. That's how cold I want.
I
I
want
want
like
to
a
be frozen
normal.
in a freezer.
I want frostbite.
Do
That's
you
how-
think she's joking? That I've been shivering in my bed,
No,
like
but-
covers up,
Put your clothes
shivering.
on.
No, the thing
Yeah,
is,
put
Rachel's
jumper.
not built to survive. Like she's not built to survive on optimal temperatures.
actually
Too
true.
hot, too cold. She can't go. She needs to be
No, but
neutral.
You
Like
get
she
very
can't
hot
survive.
very quick, very cold
Yeah.
very quick. So like, I just don't know. I walk in the room. She announced the other day. We woke up and she said, "I'm sorry, I had to get up in the middle of the night and turn. I was sweating." I was like,
No, but it's summer, guys. It's
yeah,
summer.
I don't know about you guys, but if the aircon's on overnight, I wake up and I'm like,
No, you can't.
No, I would take that to be
Exactly.
no.
But
I mean, we do, I would say that I what's the word? Yield to you, in that I like.
I want to know that I'm not forcing her to do
I
that.
do call it the Arctic.
The Arctic Tundra. But we have a good time. We started watching a series together. Dexter.
We've been really.
Dexter.
I'm really enjoying it.
I would say like what's like a fun thing you do with your roomies that people maybe wouldn't know? Like for example, we've been watching a TV series together. Like, do you have anything you do with your roomies?
Not Married at First Sight.
Temptation Island.
Love is Blind.
What's the one where you get married?
Love at First Sight.
No.
Married at First Sight?
No. About the
Ultimatum.
visas.
Oh,
90 Day Fiancé.
Visas.
90 Day
90 Day
Fiancé.
Fiancé.
About visas.
Excellent television.
Such great
Excellent
television. I honestly think you two hate each other.
Yeah.
Like, how are you
Brilliant.
so blind? But
Because love is blind.
because love is
Love
blind.
is blind.
There you go.
Okay. Interesting. Any bad roommates that anyone wants to out?
I am normally with Evie, but the only bad thing about it is there's so much hilarity. Bedtime
must not
is
sleep.
not
No,
You
that's
must
not
No,
Yeah.
there's no calm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys are hilarious together.
a. We
though.
we do have to be like, right, enough is enough. We need to go to sleep. But then we'll be like, it's quiet for 2 minutes and we just start chuckling again.
Oh,
We're like,
God.
we need to be separated.
Like a wall. You need like a wall up.
We need headphones
Well-
and a wall.
So obviously, first two games in Manchester.
Manny.
We obviously had the pleasure of living with each other there
So 161.
for 2 years, 3 years?
I was there 2 years. Were you there 3?
3 years.
Yeah,
I had the pleasure of living with you for 2 years.
it was an honour.
Any tips in terms of, obviously we went to a lot of coffee spots there, restaurants, things like that. Any tips for fans coming?
I'd say there is so much to do in Manchester. Like especially like we obviously are biased with the coffee and the brunch. Like there's so many things to do, but there's lots of little quaint towns and villages you can visit like in and around Manchester as well. But there is so much to do like in the city centre. Like there's so many experiences, restaurants, activities. Like there's so much going on that no matter what you like, there's definitely something for you to do there.
And it's definitely like I think something I liked about when we lived there is it's a young city. There's a lot going on.
It reminds me of Scotland, like the people and the sense of humour and like just the attitude to life. It just reminds me of Scotland, which is why I like living there so much, because it just is a little bit of home. I don't know, I think the northern people remind me of home a little bit, which is really nice.
No, they're so funny.
I'm about to say Northern Rugby matters.
No, well, it does. It does matter, girls. It does matter. But yeah,
no, it's a good place. Good
we enjoyed
people
living there.
Okay, top 3 coffee spots.
Tough.
Good question.
So Altrincham, I'd say we lived in Sale, and Altrincham was like a little town near Sale.
Yeah.
Molly Wright will love us. So Marrakesh. Molly May has been spotted there.
Oh my god,
we actually saw her
will be
there.
so excited.
We actually saw her
she
there.
doesn't like coffee, but she will.
Yeah. Well, if
She'll
you
park
want a
herself
spotting of Molly May, then she might be there.
We're basically walking with them, weren't we?
We were walking with. Well, they were walking in front of
I
us.
think they had a security guard.
They did.
With Tommy.
Yeah, and the baby.
And the baby.
And Bambi.
this?
And Bambi.
Oh, before they broke up.
Yeah.
This was years ago.
Well, like a year ago.
Oh. Time flies.
Time flies. So Marrakesh, I'd say, is definitely one. Here's some other ones. In town, maybe Federal.
I was just about to say that, and that's quite a nice brunch as well, but
That's
it's quite busy.
brunchy.
There's 2 Federals.
There's
so
2
one in
Federals.
town, one somewhere else.
They're both in town, just opposite ends of the town.
Brilliant.
Yeah. Third one, we liked Kickback Coffee.
Oh, we did, and it's actually, I
That was
think
our
that's
local.
a bit of a hidden gem. It's
like-
hard
it's
to get to like a car, I'd say.
It's in an industrial estate. You know,
Okay.
you always know a coffee shop's going to be good when it's in an industrial
You know,
estate.
like the brick.
When there's like
it's
4
brick
people there.
circle
Yeah.
buildings.
Oh,
And it's like there's a
And there's,
garage
like,
across the
5
road.
of
So
them
like,
after each
this is
other.
going to be
Oh,
good.
nice.
Do you
okay.
know? But we used to go there every morning. Really nice people. They knew our wardrobe when we went in, which was cute. Like
Lots of dogs.
right next to the canal, so if you fancy a nice walk and then just like hit up,
it's
get
nice.
back. Really like there.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Yeah, overall pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good coffee scene. So in terms of like, I think you touched on it and yourself, like about being in your back.
It's yourself.
Sarah.
It's yourself, Sarah.
Sarah Ann.
Sarah Ann. Bonar.
Yourself.
About it kind of being a home World Cup in terms of being our backyard. You know, it's not too far from home, so hopefully we will have some travelling support. In terms of support, like, do you guys have people coming? Do you have friends, family? Who's coming to support you?
My parents, I think, are coming to every game, and I'm sure my brother won't be terribly far behind that either. And then, yeah, I've got a lot of family down south as well, so actually it makes it so much easier for them to be able to come and watch too. And I think they've got tickets, so yeah, I mean, hopefully some friends too, but yeah.
Hopefully.
Maybe not.
Just your only
Not
friends,
one friend.
Find out. So I think she might be there, just probably next to me at some point.
Can't get a closer seat.
No.
You guys?
Similar.
Yeah.
Similar. Got a bit of family down south, so mum and dad will be there. My brother and his family are coming over from Australia, which will be fun.
That's mint.
And then some friends. Pals are
Nice.
kind of dotting around, so I should have like a good support crew at most of the games, which will be nice.
Yeah, my parents are coming to all the games as well. My uncle actually is also coming over from Australia
Oh my gosh.
to watch one of the games. And my partner actually lives in Manchester anyway, so it'll be nice to see her and her family down there as well.
Lovely. And where is your family anywhere near Exeter now?
Yeah,
Because
mum and
obviously
dad live in
our
Cornwall.
third game's Exeter now.
Exeter, yeah. So it's kind of like a home game for them.
Yeah.
Oh, it must be so nice because it must be kind of
Such a
pain to
trek.
travel so much, whereas now it's in their back garden.
Yeah.
What have you
Back
been
garden.
much to Exeter? Like, do you have any
Word of the day,
recs?
isn't it? Word of the day.
No, don't know
Word
that
of-
well.
Don't know
Back
that well,
garden.
fair
Back
enough.
garden.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much for coming, everyone. And
Thank you for hosting,
Thank you for
Rachel.
hosting.
You've been
pleasure,
eloquent
girls.
as per
Pleasure to
usual.
spend time with y'all. Don't spend enough time with y'all.
Oh, I know.
No.